Hey, how's it going, YouTube? My name is Scott Brackett, and I play music and post videos, and I've started a YouTube channel here to just try to share how I do things. My workflow sort of developed over a lot of years as a touring musician, so most of my stuff is mobile and using cheap stuff. This is not a cheap thing. This is the Hopi one, and I'm currently using it as my microphone for this setup. So I'm going to talk to you today a little bit about that, because that happened just kind of while I was looking around for a microphone to use. And then I'm also going to talk about my VHS setup. Proof of concept showing you that you don't need to have the perfect setup to make something you like or make something that other people will like. I tend to choose convenience over perfection. And the primary reason for that is that I die of mortality, I guess. There's only so many hours in the day and only so many days in the year. I'd rather have something finished and out there for someone to see so that they can offer a collaboration or offer money to do it at a higher level. Something that they were able to see in that project hopefully will resonate and inspire them to to give me money or to do something cool themselves. So okay, so for starters, I got this JVC VHS-C camera. Records on little VHS-C tapes. Like this one, it had the battery on it and had a little bit of life left in it, so I just was able to turn it from the off position to the on position, and when I saw that went on, I tried rewinding and fast forwarding, and those both worked, so I went ahead and took a chance for 10 bucks, and so far so good. I had a hard time finding batteries that worked for this, so I just ordered a power adapter off of eBay, and I don't typically have the battery attached. I just keep it plugged into the wall. So another thing about it is that these home camcorders typically have a very tight frame, so for synth videos and stuff I like to have a slightly wider angle. So I bought one of these $10 wide angle lenses that I knew would fit over the barrel of this thing. I just measured and looked for one, and then I just took some washi tape and stuck it on there, and that's held for about a year now. So not super pro, but super cheap certainly. Next stop was the audio input. I don't like having to sync audio after I record a video. I know that sort of limits the quality of audio I can get. I tend to choose convenience over ultra high quality because convenience means I'll actually get it done. Quality may mean it will sound better if I ever put it out, but I'll never get around to editing it. So, which is better? So what I did is I just pulled the front little cap off and pulled out the little microphone that was in there. You can kind of see the wires still, and stripped the wires and soldered in a 1/4-inch jack. And then I really didn't feel like doing mounting, so I just put a bunch of JB Weld on there, and again, that's held for a year now, and it does not appear to be going anywhere. If it breaks, I'll be in trouble. So that's my 1/4-inch in. It's just a mono input, since the mic was just mono, and I just have that running out of my setup here. Earlier I was using the OP1 as a microphone, so let's talk about that. Basically, if you go to the tape mode on the OP1 and don't have anything connected to the audio input, and you push the microphone button, your icon will change to that, and you'll start to see your levels there. And so I ran that into the aux input on my Yamaha Reface CS, because that takes it from 1/8 inch to 1/4 inch and does preamp stuff, and also I wanted to play the CS. So in total the signal chain was this little DD7 drum machine, which you can pick up cheap, by the way, if you don't mind playing them live. These ones, the DD7 does not have MIDI in or out, but it is battery powered, and it does have a 1/4 inch output jack. So I went 1/4 inch to 1/8 inch, and 1/8 inch to 1/8 inch, and 1/4 inch back to 1/4 inch. And that's how I recorded this little jam. Next, I guess I'm probably gonna have to talk about the digitization process. So let's get to that. I got this little RCA to USB adapter, and it's just a little video card, I guess, that will digitize the signal and convert it to what the computer needs to treat this like a streaming, just a webcam or something. So it's called a video capture adapter with audio, and this one works only with Mac. So I'm gonna have to go plug into a computer in a different workstation. But I just connect RCA out of the camera and into the USB converter. You can find USB to RCA adapters, but just be careful that it's actually a converter as well. Typically these run like $20 or $30 for the cheapy ones like I've got. I think there are some better ones out there, but if the cable is like $8, it's probably not what you're looking for this task. Alright, so I usually use QuickTime to do my recording. I do Adobe Premiere for my editing, but I can't get the capture to work with just my little USB adapter. So I go to QuickTime Player and do new movie recording, and then sometimes if it's not already set to that, I have to go to pick the USB 2.0 PC camera, and then once I hit play on my VHS machine, that'll start coming through here, and then I'll hit record here and start recording, and then I just kind of let that run. Another trick, if the video part is actually looking too clean, you can hit pause and play and create some artifacts. Is it working? In the year 2018, do you really need to use a VHS machine when there's iPhone apps that can do the VHS filter and all that stuff, even with the little text along the bottom? I can't even do that with this camera. It only has like 3 different text options: happy birthday and congratulations or something like that. And I can't even remember how to open that menu up, to be honest. In this case, I kind of get a nostalgia trip out of using the actual VHS camera, and I like thrift store shopping. So I was able to find one for $10 and turn it into something that makes me more excited to work. It's a little bit more of a pain actually to work with than just a iPhone filter, but even though the process is a little harder, it ends up motivating me to do more along those lines once I've set everything up, because it's really fun. Hopefully this is helpful or gives you permission to do or not do something you do or do not want to do and felt like you could or could not do, because that's not how it's done.